Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. Today I have a project share. A while back I shared a video of my Carnation craft Christmas dies that I had picked up, and they were called the glow. They are called the glow of Christmas. And I hadn't had a chance to play with it because I was, creating with other things, working on Happy Mail, and I'm still working on Happy Mail. But I kind of took a break in between to go ahead and pull out these dies and use them because I want to be for you guys to be able to see, and then if you like them, that way you have plenty of time to order them if you choose to. But but if I don't share what they look like, you guys won't know. So I wanted to share this card that I created, and like I said, I am working on Happy Mail, and this card is going to be included in my some of my Happy Mail, or one of my Happy Mail that I'm doing, because one of them, maybe even two, are Christmas, and then there's an everyday one or something. And I just got stuff, different Happy Mails that I'm working on. But there's a couple of them that are Christmas, so I wanted to include a card. So I created this card. Right now, you're just seeing the top of it, and the way it stands up like this is that Carnation Craft came out with a die that is called a card cradle, and you put it together, and then you can prop your cards on top, and it holds your cards, and it doesn't tip over or anything like that. It's almost like those what do you call those things that hold plates and stuff like that? We even use them for our cards sometimes. Are they easels? They might be easels, those little wooden ones. This is similar to that, but this is like more elegant, or in my opinion, is very elegant. So when they shared the new stuff that came out, I didn't pick it up, but I did pick up the cradle because I knew it was one of the things that I was going to regret if they sold it out and I didn't pick it up. So that's what's holding my card up. But I'm going to share the cradle with you guys, and I'm going to share with you what the die looks like. Oh, I didn't put it back in the package. Um, there is what the card looks like. And what I love about these dies, you don't only get one design for your cradle. You actually get two different designs. So this one has the flower and the fleur-de-lis right here, and it does have some intricate work, and it does have all of the detail work. And then it has two layering pieces as well, shadows that go to it. And then the top one as well. It's not like you get this one and the one layering and you use them on both. No, they each have their own. So that's what I love about Carnation Craft. So here's one with the flower and the fleur-de-lis. And then this one to me reminds me more of more like a maybe fallish, because it's got the leaves, or they could be feathers. They're very, very nice. And again, it does come with the two layering pieces, and it's called card cradles because you get two of them. So that is the one. Let's see, let me flip it over so you can see. That's what it looks like. Let me move it down. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. Maybe there. It's Card Cradles by Carnation Craft, and I will link it in the description box if it's still available. And I was on there this morning because I hadn't bought the artwork for it, because not only can you buy the dies, you can also buy the artwork where you print it out and you just line up your die and run it through your die cutting machine, and it cuts perfectly. And I'm not a colorist, so I have to buy if I can buy the artwork already done, then that's what I do. But this is the beautiful artwork. See how pretty it is? And the artwork comes in, I believe it's like 5 or 6 colors. But whenever you buy a die, they usually have one of the artwork colors that is free. So you always can buy the other ones if you want them, but you always get a free one. So I like that. So right here, what I did, I'm sorry if I'm blinding you because I did use metallic. I used a gold foil for the back, and then my second layering piece is a pink that matches with the pink that's going on in the card. And then I printed out the artwork, and I layered them all up. And what that does too, it makes a very strong cradle to hold my card. And you would think when you put this down that it would just fall flat and it wouldn't hold up. But if you notice that when you put this, I'm going to release this, and I want you to see how the two tabs right here come together, so it's never going to fall, especially if there's something in between blocking it from falling completely. So when I release it, it starts, see how they come together, and even if they touch, that's as far as it's going to go. It's never going to fall flat. It's never going to fall flat. So I like that about that. But once you put your card in it, let me grab my card. Once you put your card in it, well, especially if you're putting a dimensional card in there, it's going to prop it up really nice, and it's not going to fall. And because I use 3 layers, and you have to cut it twice. You cut all the layers twice, because you got a front and the back, and then the little bridge, you kind of fold over on both sides and you glue them together, one on top of the other. And it took me a minute to figure it out because I couldn't find a video on it. But it wasn't too hard to figure out, and it's really sturdy. And I thought I was going to have to add a piece at the bottom so it wouldn't collapse or anything, but I realized that after I put it on there, that the card that's in between is a barrier, and it keeps the card from collapsing completely. But even if the card wasn't there, the front tabs that are on here, the decorative tabs, that keeps it from collapsing as well. So I really love this idea. They really engineered this to be perfect to hold a card and not have to, you didn't have to worry about adding ribbon or another strip of paper or something to keep it from falling flat. So I like that. And like I said, it does come in different colors. So I want to share my card with you guys. Here is the card that I created. And this one was using, what is it called? I have them right here. Actually, I had a bunch of them out. This one is called, might have already put it back. It wouldn't be me if I didn't lose my dies, guys. You all know that I always lose my dies. What was this one called? Let me see. It's down here. Because I used several of my dies for this, and I'm going to share with you what they were. But I don't know what I did with this one. Maybe it's under a paper or something. Because I tend to stack things on top of things. And especially when I'm working and I need some room. Here it is. I have this little tuck spot under my island where I stand and work. So I use this one. The Joy of Giving is what the die is called. And it's beautiful. And you get, see every black line that you see on the outside and on the inside. And then the color part, all those are dies. So you get 1, 2, 3 layering dies for the outside, just silhouettes. And then you get the colored one that has the detail in it. It's not colored, but it's a die, but that's what it cuts, all the details. And then you get 1, 2, 3 inner pieces if you want to cut holes in your silhouettes. So that's what I love about this company, that you get your money's worth. You really do. So this is the card base that I used. And then it gives you, when you print out the artwork, it gives you all the pieces, and they all come in the die. Let me turn it over. See these right here? These are layering pieces that you're going to use to layer up your die. So all the artwork already comes when you print it out, and you just line them up. Like this is one whole piece. It's not 1, 2, and then all these little die separate. It's one whole piece. You just line up. So I love that. And so I layered up the Christmas tree, and then I did use another one that I didn't pull out. I used another one. which is setting the scene is what it's called. I'll put it in sideways. The only thing that I used from here were the trees and the Santa sleigh with the reindeer. I think that's all I used from here. But you get all these dies in there. So let me turn it to the back so you can see. Like you get the mistletoe, the reindeer, the star, the little village, the clouds, the tinsel, the Christmas tree with the layering piece, this beautiful corner filigree work, detail work, the window, and then this strip was also a filigree. So you get a bunch of pieces in this. So the only thing, like I said, I used from here was the Christmas tree and the sleigh. So what I did to the sleigh, I wanted it to be dimensional, not just to use it as just gluing something on top of something. So I adhered it to a very thin strip of acetate so I could, there's my finger, see? So I could curve it. I hope you can see. So I could curve like it was flying around the tree. I mean, this could be a globe, this could be anything. This technique, you could use it on anything. And then I did add snow to the tree, and I added some of my little diamond dots that sparkle really nice. I did add dimension to the gift because those pieces were already in the design. And, you know, I printed it out, cut it out, and just added dimensional tape or whatever to give it dimension. So I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see the dimension on the tree. And the background right here is, they give you free background paper that you can print out. It's a digital download. All of the artwork is a digital download. The only thing they ship to you are the dies, or if you buy their paper to print. But they give you free backing papers or background papers that you can digitally print out. So that's what this one back here is. And then I cut it, so I cut the detail one in the colored artwork. I cut the silhouette in the paper that I printed out from their free download. And then I cut it out another silhouette in the gold foil. And then my card base was in white. So I've got several layers here. And I added very thick foam in between the card because I wanted it to have a lot of dimension. And this is an easel card, so it doesn't really need the cradle. But if somebody didn't want to keep it open, there it is. It says Merry Christmas. Oh, yep, here's that little corner with that detail corner that I shared with you on that die set. And then this one is another of their sentiment dies, and I'll share that one with you. And that one is the season, for the season sentiments. And it comes with Merry Christmas, warm wishes, and Christmas hugs and kisses. And these are large dies. I mean, there's my hand. And look at how big this one is. So it's pretty big. And again, they all have at least 2 layering pieces, 2 shadow layering pieces, plus the detail cut. So like I said, they give you a lot for your $1. So I cut it out in the gold foil, and then I cut it out in white, the 2 layering pieces, and then the detail, I cut out the artwork again because it does come in several colors. If I was doing this in purple, they have it in purple. If I was doing it in blue, I would print it out in blue, so they have it in all the colors. And I just added a bling to dot the eye right there, and the base piece right here is the same as what's on the card front. But I love the way it came out, and then it just folds. But because I curved the sleigh like that and the dimension in between the card, it made it pretty thick. So this, I needed to make a box that was going to accommodate at least 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches in dimension as far as my card goes. So I'm going to share the box that I created with y'all. This is the box that I created using another one of their dies. And the die that I used for this is Classic Christmas Frame. And these are all card front dies. It's to make cards, but they don't have to be just for cards. You know, you're just limited to your imagination, really. And I use this to to design the front of my box, and I'll turn it around so you can see that you get the main frame, then you get all the layering pieces to add dimension to it, and then all the silhouettes as well. So there's that one, and I will link the whole set, and that way you can look at it. Then you can go from there and choose if you only want to buy one piece or two or none, whatever you want to do. But anyway, I layered it up. Let me open my box. There's my box. I told you guys that I really didn't have any problems, but see how sturdy that is? And I didn't put nothing inside. Like if I were to put another, like a designer paper inside, then the bottom would be stronger. But mostly I focus on the sides because I don't want it to collapse. And then here is the front. And I did edge this with my gold pen, and I added dimension to everything. And I wanted you to be able to see the Santa sleigh in the front. So this could be in this corner, that corner, this corner, any way you want to turn it. That's how you're going to use it. But I wanted it on this side because I wanted you to be able to see my Santa sleigh. But I made a boo-boo. I didn't print it out in the color that it would match. And after I had made the box, I thought, why did I do that? Why didn't I do it in the color that matches? And there's the inside of my box. There you can see the detail cut. I cut it in white too, the first piece. And it's a really nice, sturdy box. It doesn't fit loose or anything. It's very, very nice. So see, there's the box, but it's 1.5 inches in depth because I needed that for my card. So I'm going to have to make another card to go in that. So then I printed it out in the correct color that matched my card. And you have that pinkish pine cones and the pink tint to the holly leaves. And I did add glossy accents and kind of shape them up a little bit because holly leaves are very shiny. So I added the glossy accents to all the holly leaves. And then I just added some gems in like a hot pink or a brighter pink to match what was going on the card. But I love the way it came out. I did again just use my paint marker to do the edge of the lid. And I mean, I could go in and layer, you know, there's other things in the collection. For example, this filigree right here. I could add that to the side of the box, and I could even add the silhouette, you know, in different colors or gold foil or anything I wanted to do. I mean, I could keep decorating as far if I wanted to, but I wanted to keep it simple. The artwork really for me, that I don't want to take away from the lid, and I don't want to take away from the card. But the purpose of making this pretty box is whoever receives it and they want to give somebody something, whether it's this card or put something else in it, candy, embellishments, flowers, whatever. They'll have a box all ready to go. So when I put the card in, and I think I am going to layer the bottom though with the free background paper, but not sure yet. So when I put the lid on it, now you can see the beautiful card on the inside, the Christmas tree. You see the Santa sleigh and the reindeer. I love the way this came out, guys. I hope that you like what I created. And I am going to include this. I think I can actually fold. I think this can be folded down like this. And yep, it'll fit inside the box barely. But it will fit inside the box. So when the recipient gets it, they can just open the cradle up and put their card in it. So that's what I'm going to do. But I love the way this came out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this gives you ideas and it inspires you. Not sure who this is going to, but maybe it'll pop up in a video, somebody else's video. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day. And don't forget, I'm going to link this collection in the description box. Bye.